Okay, continuing where we left off, I am on the next page, but remember our goal is ax plus by equals c, where a, b, and c are integers, positive and negative whole numbers, no fractions or decimals, but a has to be a positive. Okay, so now I'm going to look at the next problem. As we've been doing, let's identify the a, the b, and the c. Well, remember the constant in front of the x is the a, so that's a. The number of the constant in front of y is b. The constant by itself is c. Oh, wait a minute. What do we have going on here? I have a third variable, z. Well, we are working with standard form for linear equations. Last year you worked with y equals mx plus b. That's also for linear equations. Linear means straight line, constant rate of change, etc. We now have a third variable. This is non-linear, so we cannot write it in standard form, and we cannot write it in slope-intercept form. There's absolutely nothing for us to do with it today. When you run into problems like that in your work, you need to just say nonlinear. Okay. Now, here we go. Oh, wait a minute. I don't have x's and I don't have y's. Well, alphabetical order, m comes before x. M comes first in the alphabet like x, and so does y. Therefore, alphabetical order m's are going to be your x's, n's are going to be your y's. Well, we have it in A, B, C order. But I have a problem. I notice we have 3/4 here. We're not allowed to have fractions or decimals. What could I multiply this whole equation by to make 3/4 go away, so to say? What could I multiply by to make 3/4 go away? I'm going to multiply by 4. If I multiply by 4 and distribute that to everything, I would end up with 3m minus 4n equals 32. Beautiful. I have integers. A is positive. Marvelous. Thank you for pausing. I'm going to actually solve them thinking out loud while you watch, even though I hope you gave them a try without me. The first thing I would do on this one is I need to move the 4x's to the other side. So I would subtract 4x minus 4x. Negative 4x plus y equals negative 5. I'm being extremely careful that I don't lose the negative sign there. Excuse me. They're all integers, whole numbers, so to say, but my a is negative, so I need to multiply by negative 1. I'll distribute that to everything in the problem. 4x minus y. I don't need the 1 there because if there's no number there, we know there means there's only 1. Excellent. This is a straight line on a graph. We could graph it. We could find our x and y intercepts. Marvelous. Okay. Oh boy. Well, let's identify our A, B, and C terms. Well, right away in the beginning, I see the 8 in front of the y, so that's the B. I see 7 hanging out by itself. That's the C. Oh, wait a minute here. I got a problem. I have things grouped together there. I don't know how I could ever separate that. I don't know what A is. It really isn't -1 because this is x times y. This again would be non-linear because you have variables being multiplied together. You will learn this type of line, it is not straight, in Algebra 2. Okay, well, there we go on that one. Oh, I like this one. I'm going to quickly identify my A, my B, my C. A is 6, B is 24, C is 36. Oh, and it is in ABC order, so I feel like I might be done. But I'm going to ask myself, can I simplify? Is there something that goes into 6, 24, and a 36? Well, absolutely. 6 goes into all of that evenly, so 1x plus 4y equals 6. If we were to graph that, we would get a beautiful straight line. Nice. We could find the x and y intercepts. I'm not asking for that right now. Marvelous. Okay, now we have, this would be my x because it comes first in the alphabet. The h's are my y's. Well, when we had fractions up here, I would multiply by the denominator to get rid of the fraction. So what should we do here? I want to get rid of the fractions because they're not allowed. So let's multiply by C. Okay, distribute, so I would get 2C plus 5C over H equals -9C. Oh dear. Don't forget to distribute to the -9. But that's all right. We were just practicing how to solve equations for different variables. I need to get rid of the H in the denominator, so I'll multiply by H. Doesn't really matter what order you do that. Now I'll distribute. Oops, there's no H here. It would be gone because of the denominator. My apologies. Okay. What did I say a minute ago about having two variables being multiplied together? I got down here, I was able to get rid of the fractions, but I am left with two variables being multiplied together. I'm going to stop right there. I know it would not create a straight line on a graph. It is considered non-linear, and we don't care about that today. I didn't ask you to do this one, so we're going to do it together. Please put the letter A over A, put B over B, and C over C. Well, alphabetical order, -3 would be my A, 4 would be B, -8 was C. Oh, so it's very close to how I want it. I'm going to write it in proper ABC order, so to say. Now I'm going to check. No fractions, no decimals. Oh dear. But I do have a -A. That is not allowed, so I will multiply everything by -1. So I end up with 3A minus 4G equals 8. I cannot simplify. There isn't a number that goes into all of that. So therefore, my final answer is this. Okay, now we're going to sketch a graph and find the x and y intercepts. We can handle that. So I'm going to start with my x and y intercept. I'm going to put 0 in for x the first time. I just picked that out of habit. It doesn't really matter. So therefore, when x is 0, y equals 3. So that is 1, 2, 3, my y-intercept. Now I will put 0 in for y. Oh, therefore, x equals 6. I will graph that. We're not playing connect the dots, so please make sure you extend your line passing through the points, not just connecting the dots. There are 3, sorry about this, I can't get the page, more for you to do. Just sketch the graph. Find the x and y intercepts and sketch the graph for me. Pause the video. Thank you for pausing the video. I think the first 2 were very straightforward. They could not be simplified, so I substituted 0 in for x and solved, substituted 0 in for y, sketched a rough graph, educated guesses where it belongs. Same thing with this one, put 0 in for x, put 0 in for y, sketched my graph. This one, I had to get rid of the fraction, so I multiplied by 3, distributed, and got this equation. Put 0 in for x, put 0 in for y, sketch my graph.